Hey guys, welcome back to Lip Talk, and this is my review for Tenet. It felt really good to be back at the cinema. Listen, this is a Christopher Nolan movie true and true. The complex plot, the loud action and music, the sometimes hard to understand dialogue, it's all there. Tenet is classic Nolan. Let me get into the review. But first, please don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it, and please do consider subscribing if you want to show some support for my channel. Thank you, and let's get right into the review. Tenet is Christopher Nolan's latest spy film, and he both wrote it as well as directed it, also producing it with Emma Thompson. The ensemble cast includes John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Elizabeth Debicki, Dimple Kapadia, Michael Caine, and Kenneth Branagh. The plot is a complex one, but to keep things simple and to avoid spoilers, focuses on a secret agent who is tasked with completing a mission dealing with the manipulation of time so as to avoid, well, World War III, I guess. Now, a lot of people will be asking, how hard is it to understand Tenet? Yes, it's very hard. And strangely enough, although maybe not strangely enough, because this is after all a Nolan movie, it's not just hard to understand because of the complex plot and the complex ideas and concepts behind this movie, but it's also hard to literally understand what is being said. Sometimes the dialogue is just not clear enough. I think there were some problems with the sound mixing. It might be on purpose, or maybe it's just, a mistake on Nolan's part. But yeah, the dialogue, especially in the opening sequence, whenever they're wearing masks, is very hard to understand. Sometimes there's some very loud music. This is Nolan after all, and you're meant to also understand what is being said. And that can be a little tricky at times. There is one point in the movie where a female says, listen, just don't try to understand it, just do it. And I took that as a message from Nolan to his fans, as in, don't try to understand what's going on, just enjoy the movie for what it is. And if you switch off your mind and just don't try to understand it, just enjoy what's going on the screen. What's going on the screen is amazing. There is some very beautiful cinematography, very impressive action, some very good performances as well. Now I'll get into the details very soon. And an overall great movie and a great watch.
I done went back in myself, felt like hell. Work, I risked it, pace yourself. How you living? Know you thrilling off a sinning. How I got my stripes and pendants backing out in the street. One is wild, let it be. Rages out, gotta eat. Not a vibe, but a way.
Now, as many people have noted, Tenet, the title, is a palindrome, and this is an important narrative direction the movie takes. As I've already said, the plot is a complex one. It's hard to understand. It's hard to completely grasp the concepts that Nolan is trying to expose in this movie. However, overall, it does get the job done. It does get our main protagonists from one beautiful set piece to another effectively, and yes, it might give you a headache, but it's good for what it does. Also, this movie will definitely generate hundreds of YouTube videos with people trying to dissect the whole concepts of this movie, and that is already, I think, a success and something which I think Nolan actually enjoys and loves. Also, do you hate expository dialogue? Well, buddy, you're not going to enjoy this. Characters constantly try to explain to us what is going on, and I get the feeling that many of these actors actually did not know themselves what's going on. One of the best elements of this movie is the acting. Robert Pattinson, John David Washington, Elizabeth Debicki, and Kenneth Branagh are all excellent in this movie. Washington especially is a great lead and provides us with a very different performance to the one he gave in Black Klansman. He is perfect for the role of a swashbuckling spy who travels around the world to complete his mission. He is accompanied by Robert Pattinson, who is as charming as ever. Kenneth Branagh gives us a great Bond villain performance, but my hat's off to Elizabeth Debicki, who is the heart and soul of this movie. She is the one character you will empathize with in this movie, as the experiences she goes through are the only ones which are actually grounded in reality. Her struggles are the struggles of a woman going through a tough marriage with an abusive husband. As is to be expected, overall performances in a Nolan movie are very, very good. Now, this movie, as I've alluded to already, is visually spectacular, visually impressive. Hats off to Van Hoytema for the amazing cinematography work here. Absolutely spot on. The slow moments have some amazing backdrops. The shots are truly impressive, and the action sequences are filmed in such a way where there is a lot going on, but it is all very, very clear. I hate action movies which have a lot going on the screen, but it never is really clear what's going on because of the shaky cam. And now I'll talk about the editing because of the horrible editing. But truly well done. The 70mm and IMAX cameras really work great, and Christopher Nolan is the master of these kinds of scenes. We've seen it in Dunkirk. We've seen it in many of his movies. The guy just knows how to film those wide shot lenses. It's absolutely brilliant. Spot on. The climactic scene is a large-scale battle, which is one of the most brilliant battle sequences I've seen. Your eyes will be doing somersaults to catch everything in. Now, this movie is one to watch again and again, not just because of the complex plot, but also because I'm sure there's a lot of things I missed in my first viewing. As I said, a lot is going on the screen. Your eyes will be going from one side of the cinema to the other, and you'll be trying to catch on to everything that's going on. It's not humanly possible, so I will definitely be watching it again, trying to see what I missed out on. Now, this amazing cinematography and camera work paired with the brilliant editing truly makes this one of Christopher Nolan's most visually beautiful movies to watch. Listen, there's nothing truly astounding like in Inception, for example, or in Interstellar. The visual effects are very, very understated. However, sometimes that even makes it even more beautiful. For example, the scene where a plane is crashed. This is an actual Boeing plane. Christopher Nolan actually bought a real plane and crashed it and exploded it. The guy just loves filmmaking. The guy just wants to make films look as real as possible.
You want to crash a plane? Well, how big a plane? That part is a little dramatic.
One final memorable scene I would like to mention is a fight sequence between our protagonists and a masked man they meet right after the plane crash, and the fight sequence is spot on. It's absolutely brilliant, and hats off to the fight coordinator. He had a very hard job involved in this fight sequence, particularly because of the time bending mechanics which are going on. I won't go into too much detail because I don't want to ruin the scene for you. Watch it, enjoy it, and let me know in the comment section below which were your favorite scenes from Tenet. Now, overall, this is a brilliant Nolan movie. Hats off to the guy. He just makes great movies which are entertaining as hell, which will make you think, make you discuss with your friends for many, many hours, You could go onto YouTube and look up fan theories and explanations for the movie.
One of these bullets is like us, travelling forwards through time. The other one's going backwards. Can you tell which is which? How about now?
Now listen, this is all classic spy espionage stuff, but he adds in the complexity of the time-bending mechanics, and you know, whilst you might not understand it completely, but it will, like I've said already, make you think. And that is more than I can say for many a movie I have watched in the past 6 months. It has been torture. Should you go watch it in the cinema? I think it's worth it. If you love Christopher Nolan, yes, I would recommend going to see the movie in the cinema. If you're not a big fan of Christopher Nolan, maybe not. Wait for it to come out on Blu-ray and watch it that way. But you're going to miss out on a lot, because this is a movie made for cinema. Like Nolan has said, it would be criminal to watch this on TV. So what about my final rating? Now listen, this is a spectacular movie, brilliant cinematography, great music. I haven't mentioned the music. The music is absolutely perfect for this kind of movie. It is a little too loud sometimes, but that is more to do with the sound mixing than with the actual soundtrack here. The theme song is great. The acting is very well done. Everyone performs admirably, with some standout performances by Kenneth Branagh, John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, Elizabeth Debicki. They are all very, very good. And it's an overall very solid work from Nolan. So my final rating for this movie is going to be a 4 out of 5. I was thinking about giving it a bit more, but the sound mixing issues and the sometimes far too complex plot did reduce the rating a little bit. So it will be a 4 out of 5 from me for Tenet. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below if you intend to go watch Tenet, and if you have watched Tenet, what did you think about the movie? Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time right here on Adlib Talk.